is a great day when this nigga Jimmy High Roller post, bro. We gonna check out. He made $1 million shot and they didn't want to pay him, bro. Let's see.
Guy right here. This is Don. You see this guy right here? This is Don Calhoun. He's a big Bulls fan, and he's about to do something that will change his entire life.
Damn. Pay the man, bro. Pay him. Pay up.
$1 million. That young man being hogged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium.
Don just hit a shot from 80 feet out. A 3/4 court shot. His prize for nailing this absolute bomb, $1 million. He can't believe it. Fans erupt. Don joins the Bulls as they celebrate his victory. Michael Jordan throws his arm around Don and congratulates him. Good shot, kid. Don had just done the impossible. Erupt. Don joins the Bulls as they celebrate his victory. Michael...
Look at this dude right here. He's gripping them cheeks. Now look at this guy right here. Look what he does. This dude right here. Look what he does. Just watch.
Jordan throws his arm around Don and congratulates him.
He's literally spanking that nigga, like spanking his ass, bro. That's crazy. Bro, what did these niggas have going on in the 90s, bro? This nigga Jordan and Pippen had some crazy shit going. Look.
Good shot, kid. Don had just done the impossible.
That's
and with
wicked.
the game ball in one hand, $1 million check in the other, Don Calhoun did it. He was set. Except he wasn't.
What happened?
Due to a technicality in the rules of this contest, the insurance company that was required to make the payoff claimed they simply didn't have to pay the man. Don hit $1 million shot for absolutely nothing.
No way.
Today's video is sponsored by
Shout out CT.
The description, a 3-pointer. Over, use code Jimmy and get $20
let's get right to it,
first
man.
purchase.
I'm excited.
With $1 million on the line, do you think you could sink a 3-pointer? Pretty incredible consolation for one simple shot, but
Yeah.
no one in their right mind would ever offer such a prize for making
God,
a
'cause I'm
single
not-
3-pointer.
Yeah.
Except they did. Back
What?
in the 90s, during NBA All-Star Weekend, the league and a sponsoring company such as Foot Locker, American Express, Sony would host a contest for fans. The NBA's $1 million shot. It was one of the most anticipated side events of the entire weekend, and out of the millions of fans who entered to win a shot, only one would be chosen to take it. Get selected, make a 3-pointer, win $1 million. An opportunity of a lifetime for 4 lucky contestants that were selected over the 4 years that the NBA hosted the contest. And to aid them in their quest for $1 million shot, each contestant was joined by a former or active NBA player to give them pointers and advice. In 1996, among the 6 million entries, 17-year-old Demetrius Houston was selected to take the $1 million shot. With George Gervin by his side and 17,000 fans looking on, Demetrius lines up his shot. And with $1 million on the line,
Please tell me he made it.
he clanks it off the backboard. Gervin tells the kid not to worry about it, but I'm sure he did. In 1997, a man named Jim Valente...
Gosh, this nigga, bro. He didn't even touch the rib. That's crazy. For $1 million, bro. Come on, bro. Come the fuck on. Look.
the line.
I don't even think he
Clanks it off
jumped.
the backboard. Gervin tells the kid not to
I
worry
know
about it,
why.
but I'm sure he did. In 1997, a man named Jim Valente was selected to take the $1 million shot. His host and mentor for the event...
Really, bro? Look who they fucking picked to take the shot, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. He has bigger problems than to taking the shot. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. You could at least pick somebody in their youth, bro. Come on. You picking a dude 50, bro? Probably never played basketball. Y'all setting him up for failure, bro. Y'all NBA, y'all
NBA
wild.
legend Oscar Robertson. A man who literally never made a 3-pointer in his entire NBA career.
That is
but
crazy.
he was focused. It was his wife's birthday, and what better birthday gift than $1 million check?
Oh,
so Jim steps
shit.
up to the line. He's ready. The ways in which he'll spend $1 million already racing through his mind. I'll get that Corvette I've always wanted. That sure look good in a Rolex. We could really use a new deck out back. Maybe I'll get a boat.
What'd he do?
Or maybe you'll get nothing.
This
After
nigga-
the shot, Craig Sager
This nigga airballed for $1 million, bro.
in a Rolex.
You can't make this up.
Really use a new deck out back.
Look.
Maybe I'll get a boat.
He airballed.
Or maybe you'll get nothing. After the shot, Craig Sager asked Jim about his experience. $1 million. Gone. What went wrong, Jim? Give us some insight.
How did you feel at the time? What went wrong? I think I just pushed it a little bit right.
You sure did,
In
Jim.
1998, a contestant named Sol Holkman was selected to take the shot.
Yeah.
And for the first time in the contest history, a contestant actually hit the rim. Another year, another $1 million race. But
That's
of
crazy.
all these $1 million shot events,
Nigga, you only
he
hit the
managed to
rim.
top the one that started it all in 1995. The contestant that was chosen, 16-year-old Mike Hoban.
Oh,
For
shit.
weeks leading up to the contest, Mike spent 2 hours a day, every day, shooting three-pointers.
Oh, you gotta make
Accompanied by
it.
All-Star Dan Marley, Mike was locked in. Going through the most meticulous shooting routine you'll ever see in your life, Mike prepares his shot by, quote, becoming one with the basket. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled a microscope out and studied the hoop to better his odds. Now he's taking phantom shots. His routine is becoming more unhinged by the second. But it works for him. Friends and family look on, watching him live on TV, ready to witness history unfold. Mike is ready. He lines up the shot. He shoots
You gotta make it.
and misses the rim by 2 feet. An air ball. The poor kid is devastated.
Nigga.
Friends and family are stunned. All the
Nigga.
while, the commentator of the event doing his best to help, but instead just pours on a slew of more.
This nigga airballed. You did all that practice and everything. They said he was training for 2 months. You had to make 1 3-pointer, you make $1 million. This was in the 80s or 90s. My nigga, do the math now. $1 million back then was like 20 mil now, bro. Okay, I'm tweaking, not 20 mil. Like 5+ mil right now, bro. Due to inflation and shit like that, bro, you could have set your family up straight for life.
Unhinged by the second. But it works for him. Friends and family look on, watching him live on TV, ready to witness history unfold.
He had the whole
Mike is
family
ready.
there.
He lines up the shot. He shoots
It's hard
and
to.
misses the rim by 2 feet. An air ball. The poor kid is devastated. Friends and family are stunned. All the while, the commentator of the event doing his best to help, but instead just pours on a slew of more disappointment in the process.
The young Mike Hoban has missed his shot at $1 million. The good news is, though, he doesn't win money, doesn't become a pro, and his college scholarship hopes stay alive. He'll go back to be the post-up player for his junior varsity team.
After the shot, Sager interviews the kid, where he has the bright idea of just asking for one more shot.
I wasn't really in that zone I wanted to be in, but one more shot.
Head ass.
You would like one more shot, wouldn't you, man? I would love another shot.
You'd like one more shot, wouldn't you? Mike never got another shot. 4 contestants, $1 million on the line for 1 3-pointer, and 0 winners. And looking back on these contests, it's pretty remarkable that no one hit their $1 million shots. Because countless fans and contestants have hit much more difficult shots for far less money. We've all seen these contests unfold in person. A fan gets randomly chosen out of the stands to come down and try to hit a half-court shot. The prize money, nowhere near $1 million. Usually the prize is $10,000 or maybe $20,000 or a car. This Mavericks fan hit a layup, a free throw, a 3-pointer, and a half-court shot in sequence without missing. An anomaly of events in this context.
What'd he get?
His reward for the incredible feat, $3,000 worth of gift cards to a local furniture store. But it gets worse.
I mean,
because at a
it's
Mavs
something.
game a few years later, this woman was put to the task of sinking a half-court shot.
Oh,
She's
shit.
rocking the dirt gear. She's feeling good. Beautiful form.
No
and
way.
drills the shot. Nothing but net. What was her prize for pulling this off, you ask?
What?
A 65-inch flat-screen TV. Absolutely appalling. This guy managed to drill a half-court shot at a Blazers game years ago and won round-trip tickets to anywhere of his choice.
Oh, now that's valid.
Pretty unlikely shot from the guy, but far from impossible. What is impossible, however, is the fact that another fan hit the same exact shot 30 seconds later. It's clear that some people actually make these shots. So what would happen if someone actually did hit $1 million shot?
Yeah.
What if instead of shelling out some gift cards or a flat screen TV, a team had to actually hand over a 7-figure check
They'll
to
scam
one
him.
lucky
Will they
fan?
scam him? No one can hit that shot, quote unquote.
It's April 14th, 1993. The Bulls are facing the Heat in Chicago. The Bulls are on a roll coming into the matchup on a 3-game win streak. By halftime, Chicago is up by 14. Jordan is killing the Heat, 22 points in the first half. It's a great time for home fans as usual. But the real spectacle is about to take place. Throughout the 93 season, the Bulls hosted a promotion for their fans. Among the 18,000 fans in attendance for any given home game, one lucky individual would be chosen to shoot a 3/4 court shot to win $1 million. At the time, and to this day even, $1 million cash prize for such an event is unheard of. But the odds of such a shot going in are so astronomically
I would make that
unlikely
for a
that the
fact.
Bulls and the insurance company
For
that
$1
would be
million, bro?
responsible for paying out the prize money felt
I'ma
comfortable
risk it
running
all,
the
bro.
event anyways. Leading up to that Heat matchup, 19 lucky fans had attempted the
Facts,
halftime
bro.
$1 million shot. Of the 19, 2 hit the backboard, 16 were air balls, and just 1 even hit the rim. An
Damn.
estimate of a fan chosen at random hitting this shot, less than 1%. And so a member of the Bulls organization went into the crowd and selected a 23-year-old local by the name of Don Calhoun. The reason for selecting him? His shoes wouldn't scuff up the floor. Hopeful, but understanding the slim odds that he faced, Don walked down to the court and prepared to take his shot. A fun halftime gimmick, something to keep the fans involved. They just slapped $1 million on there to get everyone excited, but no one will ever
the way
hit the
he
shot
made that
anyways.
shit too.
Chris Hammond, vice president of SCA Promotions, a leader in the promotional contest industry, looks back on the shot saying, "The perfect contest is like the most tempting carnival game. Just feasible enough to make people think they can do it while actually being extremely difficult. You could have Steph Curry out there and still make money. Well, Mr. Hammond, it's time to pay up."
There's no way he made that shit.
That young man being hogged has just won $1 million here at Chicago Stadium. And for
$1 million.
Bloomington, Illinois, a $1 million thrill.
In what is possibly the most inconceivable occurrence to ever happen on an NBA court, Don Calhoun drilled an 80-foot shot for $1 million. The whole place goes nuts. For a moment, it's like Don is part of this Bulls team, and they just won another championship. Even the ref of the game comes over to congratulate him. The man just did the impossible. $1 million. That's more than half the guys on this roster made that year. And with
Damn.
the job complete, Don heads over to snap a photo with the check in one hand and the game ball in the other. He did it. At least that's what he thought.
He got scammed.
These promotions are combed through meticulously by some of the best lawyers money can buy. The rules and restrictions are tight. Break one of them, and you can kiss those winnings goodbye. Don Calhoun broke one of the rules. Not intentionally or anything,
No.
but among the stipulations of this promotion, one of them states that the contestant could not have played organized basketball within 5 years of the contest. And just 3 years prior to this contest, Don was a member of the Triton community basketball team.
I knew
The
it.
contest people knew this. Don acknowledged this by marking the information on the contest form. But the contest people shrugged it off and gave him the shot anyways.
Wow.
The insurance people, however, did not. To them, it was a clear breach of the rules. Don should have never been selected in the first place. And so the insurance company of the event disqualified Don out of his shot and out of his $1 million.
That's they
When
scam.
news broke that the now local
Bro, the NBA scammed him. I feel bad for this dude, bro. They scammed him.
Don should have never been selected in the first
That's
place.
fucked up.
And so the insurance company of the event disqualified Don out of his shot and out of his $1 million.
Crazy.
When news broke that the now local legend would not be receiving his money, fans were livid. As reports on the event grew, fan outrage grew with it. And within a week, the Bulls organization was under so much local pressure that they held a press conference announcing that they actually had a change of heart and they would pay up. A very
What?
strange and inexplicable decision considering their stance just a few days prior. Don's $1 million split into 20 payments over the next 20 years. His first check for $50,000 was sent out that week. Technically, rules were broken, but Don was getting paid.
I mean, yeah.
No idea how or why. A year after his miraculous shot, Don heard that Michael Jordan would be in the area for one of his son's basketball games. A perfect opportunity for Don to get his $1 million game ball signed. So Don pulled up to the game in search of Michael, but with security flocking the NBA star, no fans were getting anywhere near him. But Don wasn't just an ordinary fan. He's the guy who hit the $1 million shot. Jordan recognized him in the stands and had security bring him over after the game. And with his
That boy
hand
pulled up in
hoping
a
to get
suit?
an autograph, Don approached Michael. But MJ didn't call him over to give him an autograph. Instead, he had to ask Don a question. Did you get your money? A year after the Bulls had their change of heart and decided to pay him his money, Don finally got an answer why. Turns out the insurance company wasn't the one who paid Don. They never intended to. After hearing about what the insurance company was trying to pull, Michael Jordan, along with other players on the Bulls, told ownership they needed to pay up.
Damn.
And so the organization did, out of their own pockets.
That's valid.
Legally, the parties involved were within their rights to void the payments altogether, but Michael felt like what they were doing wasn't right. And so he made it right. If it wasn't for Michael approaching ownership and demanding they pay Don his money,
The
he
GOAT.
would have never seen a cent of that $1 million.
W. Michael, man. W. Michael, man. Wholesome Michael. They don't show this part of Michael. This nigga's wholesome.
So it turns out that even if it was for a brief moment, Don Calhoun was a part of the Bulls. Seeking nothing in return, Michael and the rest of the players looked out for Don. Oh, and that autograph Don wanted, a couple weeks later, he got that too. So what happens if someone actually makes one of those inconceivable $1 million shots?
Where is he now?
Well,
Like,
one way
I want
or
to see him in
They get paid.
2023. What's his name? Don what? Wait, let me go
He
back.
makes one of looked out for Don.
Don what? I'm trying to see on this article. Wait,
So it turns out it right.
where does it say his
Out
name?
of their own pockets. Legally, the parties and Michael Jordan, along with other players on the Bulls, turns out the insurance.
Okay, Don Calhoun. You know what, bro? We're going to do this right now. We're going to search it up. Don. Let's see. Let's see where he's at in 2023. Nope. The nigga is not here. He's Ghostland. Let me search on Google right now. Let me search him up. Don't worry, y'all. We'll be right back. Let me just search this up on the web real quick. Does he have an Instagram? Nothing, gang. Oh, wait. Images. We finding something. Oh, hell nah. I don't see this nigga. Nope. The NBA definitely scammed him, bro. Because I can't find nothing of him. What y'all think, though? Y'all think that he got scammed or actually got paid? Because he said he gonna get paid 50 grand, I think, for 20 years or some dumb shit. But if you do the math, though, I guess that makes up $1 million. But yeah, it does. So 50 grand for 20 years. And this was 1995. No, this was 1995. So he should have been done with payment by 2015. But I think, y'all think the NBA kept up with him? Yeah, I have no clue. But let me know in the comments, though. How y'all fuck with this? Y'all think the NBA is a scam as a whole? Or y'all think, bro, like he breached the contract technically? Although he told him when he was signing up, that's not their fault. He should have read the terms of service or whatever that shit is, bro. Let me know, man. I'll be looking forward for your comments. You heard me? Safety, though.